Hello everyone. Hello everyone. It's Tuesday evening. Sorry for not coming out on Sunday. Needed to finish some work, but we're here and now. Okay. Tonight we will be talking about the cause and effects for Liberia failure. I'm gonna go ahead and change this cause and effect. Yeah. Okay. And there we go. If you are here, please share. I'm here for an hour and then we'll call it a night. Gotta go work. Gotta go work. Cindy, here I am. Please follow me and please do send me a star. Okay, I will appreciate if you do. Now, let me see where I'm at. Let me make this public so we all can be a part. You can follow us on the page also. Okay, so we can have this conversation. Now, I'm going to start this conversation with a young man that I heard today. You know, we have the by-election coming in Nimba. Some of you have reached out to me, okay, to see where my thoughts are, where am I leaning, okay? And I'm trying to look at two candidates for now, and I will talk to you about that, my thought on that. But I wanted to play this young man video. And I'm going to start with that. I don't know him. I don't believe I ever met him. I'm going to play that, and then I have another one that I would like to play. In fact, I think I'm not going to play this one. I'm going to go ahead and play the video with, I believe is the ECOWAS, the parliament, where they're talking about protecting people who are in the parliament who have gone to the ECOWAS and have taken oath. Okay. And this is the argument that is on the floor in the, Abuja today in Nigeria. So I'm going to go ahead and play that. If you missed that, then we're going to talk about what we've done as a nation. Okay, and here we go. Let's see if this is going to open up for me. Okay, and I'm going to do it smaller. I want to do it smaller here. Where is that? Okay, cancel. Usually I want to do it here. Here I'm going to do. So I'm going to play this for you. I need you to pay attention. Please listen keenly. All right. I'm going to make this a little louder so you hear it.
Report, a member may read a report that is not favorable to the country. And if members are not protected, they are liable to be recalled by the home country. That is one reason for which the Act clearly stipulates that once a member subscribes the oath, the home country hasn't got any right to recall the member. So I want to categorically state here that that very clause in the Supplementary Act of 2016 should not be circumvented, and the members of parliament from Liberia who have subscribed the oath of ECOWAS parliament should not be recalled by their home country. ECOWAS should be very distinct from the internal politics in our different home countries. We should not be seen as supporting the various governments in doing what they want to do, especially when it comes to representation in this very parliament. So I want to plead to our colleagues and the leadership of this house that these members of parliament from Liberia who have subscribed the oath of office should be retained, and no internal politics should influence the decision of this parliament. This parliament is an autonomous body, and the independence of this parliament should not be infringed into at any cost. That is my own submission. At times, even when we read our country reports, a member may read.
Now, you heard that. There is a law at the parliament, at the ECOWAS, that said once you have been elected by the sitting leadership, and that means you have a tenure, and you have gone to ECOWAS, you're taking your oath of office, okay? You are protected to do your job, okay? And I'm sure there are other issues surrounding that, especially if you have not committed crime. And the gentleman, when I had the representative, also noted we should not get involved into the internal politics that is going on. ECOWAS should not be seen as being biased. Okay. I think the essence of ECOWAS is also to be like Africa under United Nations. Play fairly, make sure different countries are held accountable for their deeds, and lead by example. If that's what they do all the time, that's the story for a different day. But this particular clause, if you remember, Representative Snow showed up on a platform and he talked about that. Mr. Taiwan, we talked about that. We don't need to take the fight in our house and pull it into the streets. But that's neither here nor there. So, nor there. Let me pull another one here. One more here. Where the gentleman, guys, you gotta listen to the you got to take your time and listen to the different conversation that is going on. All right. We all have different accents. I'm sure they can understand us. So you have a responsibility to, put your ear to the ground and try to understand them, right? So here we go. Here we go.
But my question here is, and my problem here is, the problem why this speaker is still claiming to be the speaker is based on what? The Constitution. The Constitution have mandated the speaker to continue being the speaker. If executive orders comes in to say, no, we should bring in our own speaker to put that party in place, and next minute you start employing your own people, that should not be something that we should even negotiate here. The issue here is about moral. As Honorable Snow has mentioned, that there was a time when the issue happened, some of them based on.
The gentleman said the issue here is about moral. Did you hear that? It's something that is scarce in Liberia. It's something that we don't talk about. Okay, we always point in the next direction. Who's the next criminal? Okay, although we have elected killers, although we have elected new rogues at the higher scale, looters, although we have, let me say this, elected people who do human trafficking, allegedly, organ trafficking, allegedly, we have elected those people. We ain't got no problem with that. So the cause and effect of Liberia failure is what I want to talk about tonight as we continue on this path. Now, let's listen to this gentleman.
Morals, they resign. But the guy is not willing to resign here. He is the current speaker. He should maintain to be the speaker. And you cannot be there people who are elected. They are sitting MPs. They are current sitting MPs. You say no, they should be out of ECOWAS Parliament. Based on what? If at all they lose their seats, and now you are bringing other MPs, then you can now try to say we are now replacing. But you cannot command ECOWAS to say those current sitting MPs.
Now, if you listen to the gentleman right now, he's telling you these are the current representatives. All right, they have not lost their seat. If they lost their seat and you are asking to remove them, we can see. But the speaker is still the speaker. The speaker has not changed. This is a moral issue. You'll see when the house does not sell you, the street will not buy you. When you don't treat your people in your house, everybody will be in your business. Other people are telling, I know you're not embarrassed like Liberian people. We are not embarrassed so long we are benefiting. Either your own or group, that's it. You don't care what your country looks like. But you're sitting and say, oh, investors not coming to Liberia. Oh, you're making Liberia look bad. The leadership is making Liberia look bad. It's not just making Liberia look bad. Liberia is bad. I say so. Okay, let's continue. Let's continue.
Should be out of the list of MPs. It's not correct. It's not fair. So if we are going back to negotiate, we continue to negotiate based on this, what the constitution is saying. The constitution is saying A, B, C, and D. We have to abide by the constitution. If we violate the constitution, then we are no more ECOWAS. It's the constitution that gives the party the right to be the MP, sitting MP up till now. Currently, there are NAMs here being elected by people and put here. And we are here because of the constitution. So, Honorable Speaker, if you go back, let those now remain to be MPs. And if the Speaker wants to continue to be the Speaker, let him be the Speaker. If you want to resign, that's based on him to resign on his moral stand. Thank you.
You heard the gentleman, what he just said. Okay, you heard what the gentleman just said. The speaker is still the speaker. Okay, and this is about moral issue. Like I keep telling y'all, the world is so small. You remember when people used to go to the ECOWAS and United Nations? We never used to see them. We didn't know what was happening in those countries. Now, because of other people, okay, ingenuity, which we as Liberians, okay, especially Liberian whom are completely unaware of, okay, we are unaware of being majority of Liberians who call themselves who among whos have created nothing. Most of them stole to get there. I don't care that you power that you mined yesterday. If you go back to the who among who's in Liberia, 98% of them got their status from the government. Either they have connection to steal the natural resources of the country to sell it and gain status, or they stole from the Liberian people, from their coffers, from their taxes, or their natural resources funds to get to where they are. And they put their chest up and walk. Okay? So, our problem is now spilling over to the ECOWAS. I know the same way they were influencing people, judges, quote unquote, $900,000. And some pastor can't tell me now the person costs more $900,000 cannot fit in it. When I did a research and put it on Facebook, $900,000 can fit in the backpack, depending on the bills. You stop. That we're living in La La Land in today's world. Okay? Now, the cause and effect of Liberia failure. Number one, we lack the moral. Number two, we lack patriotism. Number three, tribalism. Four, lack of competition. We see competition as hatred and lack of ingenuity. How many of us have built anything? When you look around you, Nigerians, I know Nigeria has a huge population, okay? I know Nigeria has a huge population, but they're very competitive. They're inventive, okay? Their ingenuity is out of this world. You know, I see people coming and saying it will take Liberia 20 years for Liberia to change. Liberia is the smallest country per population in the Mano River. 5 million. Sierra Leone is bigger than us. Nigeria is over 200 million. Nigeria is almost less than 100 million, the size of your population. So a Nigerian sing a song that even 20% of the population touch it, that person becomes an automatic millionaire. We have absolutely no competition. We're a small country with a lot of natural resources. So you're telling me, I talked about lack of ingenuity, lack of moral, okay? We're unpatriotic. I talked about that. For instance, my Papa Bwaka removed the central bank governor, agree, okay, violated his 10-year position. Go to the table, sit down, agree with him to pay him off, turn around, hire a nephew to pay him $56,000 per month. $56,000 a month in a country that he deemed poor. Deemed poor, dishonesty, lack of moral. Now, let me continue. Again, I'm here for an hour. Let me get my phone and share. If you're here, please share the show. Okay, I will appreciate if you do. You know, give me 1 second, let me charge my phone. I will be right back. While I'm doing this, I will go ahead and play, I believe there one more. I got one more video to play for y'all. Let's play this video and see what it says. All right, there we go. This is how close the word is to
in any country. That country has no right to direct the speaker or to recall a member, except this assembly is very clear in our rules. So when members or somebody writes a letter recalling a member, but the speaker, this is not something you should even look at because they don't have the right. Once a member, and except he loses his citizenship, then he has to wait. Even when that person is nominated, the legal implication is that you swore to serve for a particular period. And if that member will lose, any of our colleagues will lose his membership, it's through the rules of this assembly, not anybody. So when they have a group, they write people that you are recording members. I mean, it's wrong for us to accept that in the first place. Because like change of government, like our members who come from other communities. The case of Burkina Faso, Niger, and it's a different one in the sense that they are no longer part of this community. But once a member is part of the community, and you swore that person before us here, unless he does something wrong within us that would warrant his suspension or anything, it is wrong for somebody to write you to say that that person should be withdrawn. That is one. Number two, being member of the community. The way they treated you was wrong. Dear colleague, I observe that this is a point of information.
Je constate que c'est une motion d'information.
I note that this was a.
So I wanted to say that I have a problem here, though. A gentleman is in a meeting, just got a call, take the call, he's smiling, and they are in the middle of debate. That's a problem right there. I just saw that, but I'm going to continue with this, okay? We will continue. We will continue with that.
Briefing that we got from the distinguished Senator Snow. It was a briefing, not a report. I could give you the floor later if you wish, but let us finish with the briefing and then come back to you.
Okay, so this is where we are. We refuse to clean our house. So our business is in the street and people are deciding our business that should have been in-house. So let me continue. Now, I hear, like bread, a funny place, okay. The reason we are here is because we have always voted on emotions, on fear, the urgency of now. If you don't do that, everybody will die. I don't know any nation that even the atomic bomb that told Nikojima and Kawasaki, it didn't kill everybody. It did not. I know that for a fact. The people told you they were coming rescue you. You are running. Most of you, you knew nobody was going to be rescued. You were trying to rescue yourself. Now you are complaining. Because the other people got rescued, you didn't get rescued. So if you got rescued, you will not be complaining. But I also wanted to talk about, and I'm going to stop right here, okay? I will try to get Randy out here for us to talk to. We talked to a structural engineer the other day about the project in Bobolo, the $250,000 project in Bobolo with Mo Ali. I'm still trying to find out who are the specialists who dug 750 feet below, okay? Where do we get equipment from? Do we have our own equipments? When did we get it to Liberia? What was the bidding process of building that? The LACC approved it. Who were the engineers that approved it? The environmental engineers, okay? That would be bioengineers, different environment engineers, anthropologists, because we don't know if it's a buried site or what is there, archaeologists, whatever. The different group that you needed to study, okay? People who understood biodiversity that was in that area, the place they were digging. We need to know. If you're gonna dig almost like building a 17-story high to put a water tank, we want to know. I still want to know. When was the project planned? Where is the project plan? When you're working for people, I think people are taking advantage of people. When you're working for people, you as the government employee, you're working for the people. You first, okay? You got to talk to the people in the environment. This is what we are trying to do. Socialize what you are trying to do. Have a town hall, community hearing, okay? Have a billboard or a poster that will educate the people. During so and so time period, we will be building this. Get the people input. I don't believe any of that happened. I don't. Hopefully somebody can tell me. But here after I will play from the engineer that we spoke with the other day, where he said, okay, but I have another video that I want to talk about, which is really dear to me. I spoke about that, the tribalism in Liberia. One of the reasons that the nation is dying. Okay. One of the reasons that the nation is dying. I'm saying it. I know that. I listened to a young man yesterday morning. I believe it was yesterday morning. This young man is one of the people running for the Senate. Did I say I support him? I did not say that, because I did not say I support him or I don't support him, because y'all will go running with that. Just as I congratulated Musa Bilete for establishing a political party, and people have gone wild. People are labeling who's an advocate, who is not advocate, which does not bother me. Okay, I've already carried my own, and I already stood for the things that I believe in. If this is what I'm conveyed to do, I always told people, my calling is a vocation. Okay, what I do is a vocation. Whether I have friends, whether I have family or not, I speak my truth and go the direction that I believe the Lord has led me and my conscience has led me to lead. Oh, people giving me loan. Let me see. Give me 1 second here. Let me see. I see check here. Oh, wow. Okay. Liberia coming. I'm going to 100K loan so I can invest it. Maybe more. Yeah. Yep. Now. Wow. So let me come here. Let me play this for you. This is Mike Bleeman.
Sad to say you want to contest for a position as a person political right. That's how the person feel, and the person should be given the chance to contest. But the people of Nima who are the employers will be the one to speak and decide on what to do. But we cannot stop anyone based on travel land not to contest. So if we stop anyone from the manuscript not to contest, and then by 2029 he goes to the election. If a deal means that it's a fair chance for him to go through, will they base that on the travel line, stop the person from going through? So I think those who think in that direction, then the bias choose who will be the best person to lead the people.
I like that. Thank you, young man. Thank you, Mike. Let Nimba Kante choose the best person that can lead them, not a tribe. Okay? And the person that you're choosing in Nimba Kante is not only for Nimba Kante. That's the mindset that is destroying Liberia. Okay? Because you think when you voted Bwaka, that's for Lofa Kante. When you voted Jeremiah Kun, that's for Lofa Kante. When you voted Prince Johnson, that's for Nimba Kante. When you voted this person, that's for Maryland Kante. That is the problem. But guess what? Their decisions, every decision that they make is collective. When it becomes a law, it impacts every Liberian, every one of us. Whether you live in the diaspora, whether you live locally, okay? When those laws are made, for instance, the law they made to increase their salary, Liberians will go without food. Although our people were already struggling in abject poverty. 3.6 million of the 5.3 million live in abject poverty. They live on less than $2 a day. Those who are making 100,000+ decided together, collectively, they will make it legal to steal from you and leave you and your children without food. Although there are no important schools or good school, not important, but good school in most of the country, especially in the rural area, they decide still to heck with you. They give each other 70, 75, 50, 80,000 scholarship. So they have the control to give out scholarship in the world over. Okay? The world over. Ain't nobody just sending money to give nobody scholarship. Scholarship is based upon merit, which is a national honor. Okay? Which is a national honor based on your child acumen. Okay? It could be the intellectual acumen. It could be the athletic acumen. Okay? Whatever the gift is. Not because you're casting up to a senator, or you're casting up to a representative, or you're casting up to an executive. Okay? Thank you so much, Darius. Thank you. Thank you. It's good to have you. All right? And that's not how we make decisions. That's not how we build a nation. Okay? So, they are telling you, you see, you heard Gafwan, you should go pray. But the Ministry of Finance, the very group, UP group, were complaining yesterday that we are carrying Ministry of Finance budget up. There was a problem. Today, they carry us 65 million, although the rest of the world is cutting back. Nigeria is cutting back. Ghana is cutting back. I don't know if you all listen to, I need to John Mahama, okay, said the cut will start from the executive to the Senate, because the people always bear the blunt when things go wrong. So this time they're going to start from the leadership. John Mahama came to what? To power. The very week he already had the plan. And the question I keep asking to the UP-led government, what is the plan? You took over. Let me tell you something. When President Franklin Delano Roosevelt took over in 1933, when America was in chaos, in the Dust Bowl, when they had the drought, right after World War I, the very week that he took over, he outlined his plan. Number one, they needed to relieve the unemployment in the country, so America can get back to work. At the time, America was mostly, especially some of the country, the North were industrial, the South were agriculture. And they needed to put people to work right away because people were dying, people were struggling. Okay? Now, the next thing he did here was the relieve, recover, refund. He put in place where he said, we will first relieve our people of the suffering. You who came to rescue, that should be a part of your plan, to relieve the Liberian people, to be able to find food to eat. What is lacking in the country? No jobs. Most of the parts that you see, that's the person who initiated it. They put over 3 million American citizens to work instantaneously. They started building parks, recreation center, roads, plenty trees. Today, those very things that he brought to bear in 1933, It has expanded. When you see some of us raising funds, you see us raising funds in parks. When we have graduation, you see us in parks. That's the idea from one man, 1933, who took over at a very bad time in America during the Great Depression. One man idea. It lives on today. The park and recreation that you see, if you come around America, especially those of us who are in the country, every city has a park or more, one or two different recreation centers. They do irrigation, bringing water. You will see pond. You will see ducks, wild ducks swimming, fish in the pond. People will go there, will go fishing and get license. Okay? So what we will rescue. Then where is the relief? And I keep asking, what is the plan? That's why I'm asking, what's the plan? That has been my question. What is the plan? What's the plan that we voted for? And I just came from FDR at the time when America could not find food to eat. The man took over within the same week. He had a plan. 2008, the housing market bust. We were hinging to 10% unemployment, where America was upside down, 10%. Liberia got 90% unemployment. I see they went and put a new note. So between the time Draka took over and now, unemployment went to 2.9. Do you know what a 2.9 unemployment looks like? 2.9 unemployment looks like everybody got job. Some people got 2-3 jobs. Some people got job. They can't even take job. Now what that is, 2.9% unemployment. So, Liberia telling me they got more people employed than America got employed. They got more jobs than America has for its citizens compared to, I'm just talking about percentage-wise. Is that what you're saying? So, I just listened to Mike Blewin. He said, do not elect people based on tribe in Imakante. You cannot reserve or preserve a position for a Gio or for a Mano, or for a Mandingo, or for a B, or for a Dora. Hello, Nandi. Okay? You can. Africans need to start electing people based on their talents, meritocracy, their vision, their ability to innovate, to change the status of the people they want to lead. Africans must start looking beyond themselves. Okay? We have issues dealing with each other. The other day I was listening on Facebook and I listened to this Black American girl. I can see that she on something else, screaming and talking. Okay? African must stay out of or inbox. They this, they that, they carry on. But I almost said, sis, it is okay to be okay with that. And the next time if I get that, how you call it, I will say something to her. I will actually play and say something to her. Okay. Now, it's like we will welcome other people with other complexion, but we have problem with each other. When you talk intra-Africa trade, we don't even do the 15% of our trade among ourselves, and we have stuff in Africa that we need to exchange. We have common borders. Look at. We can't think. When Clinton came to power, they did the North Africa, the North America, the NAFTA, the North America Trade Agreement, where you can just do business with Mexico, do business with Canada. Liberia can do business with Guinea. If the people in Nima that can walk across the border from Ganta, it's a walking distance, not even 10-minute walk. You can go and buy stuff. You can go and bring your cars across there. You can buy motorbike there for $600-700. But they want you to buy it from the Lebanese main Liberia for $850 or $1,000. So he can take the money to Lebanon. So he turn crazy in the country and talk to your daughters any way he wants to. Talk to your people anyway. When you get a policeman, talk to him, he slap him in your country, in a black man country. Imagine. Imagine. So Mike also said we're talking about electing people, and I need to play this with Taiwan way. And you are making, thank you, Tyrus. You are making this thing about a male. What's about our daughters? Are you qualified women in Nimakante or in Liberia to run, to lead? In the world over, other people's daughters are CEO of Fortune 100, Fortune 500. They're innovators, they're entrepreneurs, okay? They're scientists, they're astronauts, they're surgeon. In fact, my doctor, my surgeon is a woman. I had two in the last 30 some more years. No. Listen, we need competition. We need somebody who can outline to us and give us a new promise without we're there. A new agreement. That's what we need. Nima Kante, and I'm going to go back into Dalit. Nima mie. Mo mine na ke senator ka mine na ke representative ka da mo e we talk ale mo na ke ka. And mo na ke da mo ke te no we do aluwa kebe. La ge ka ke yisere do ke ye. In fact, mine na ke senator ka na ke representative la mo ka win okay. Turn that wa do representative or senator ka ira labo because e wa mo mi no fefe elo e ke senator ka ke slice mi do ke slice so what ke slice ke o wa be no fefe mo wo pa we yi tosi o ne ke ide ye ke atono pete okay onu fo ke to nu me gbo ozo to izo ani to ide ivo ke wa no de ko o di njoke so mi no fere na nu ete because deka mo mi tete o flip ya o fun kapia o wepia o gon one o le one get one o ma one o kura one o gbon one o bla one wa gbon one wa kura one wa ma one wa me one wa get one wa like dia one ni ma one mi ne bia mo go le do we do ka le la geke nu na bo ba uno ke ka yin ka uno ke ka wu ka uno ke ka to ka kama so da mo ka nya ka ge mi no tete na o ke o to pa vo la o nu o ke la kwa ya ka o mi no ke okay wa plinka o so ta yi pe won na kapia Liberia zikpe se do da sense ke o lo kegbe e ke o lo ke wa o lo won kegbe meza da wa won ke yi do gbe emi ro no tete ka o do already ka win okay so I'm saying to the people I'm about to leave because I have to go finish some work also, all right, that I need everybody who say they're running. They need to assemble. They need to make a runs around Nimakante. They need to have a platform that will tell the Liberian people, not the Libanians, this is the digital age. They need to go on the town hall where they can take some calls around Liberia and also Nimakante. And that should not be about Nimakante because the decision impacts the whole country. It impacts all of us collectively. directly and both indirectly. Okay? So there is no way a country with 5 million people, you say you collected record revenue, but the people do not feel it. You collected the last budget, 600,000, 90% went into recurring expenditure. Then you raise the budget a little over maybe 100 million. Okay? Then you increase your salary again to collect another 90%. But our people are still unemployed. Our children can't find food to eat. The babies are in the streets selling. And they're not selling, they're prostituting themselves. Okay? You still have maybe close to 400,000 Liberians who are addicted to drugs because lack of opportunity and depression, and they're self-soothing or self-medicating. But no, you want to make this, and you have a man who came up, hijacked the speakership with the president consent, melting into the other branch of government, that at this point, somebody needs to be calling for his impeachment. Oh no, but you're under there. So to close, I wanted to come up with this. I believe in competition. I believe competition breeds talent. Okay. I live in a country where people are very competitive, exceptionally. You can go up the street and enter. In fact, when they build store, you will have maybe 50, 500, 300 stores in one building. And people decide where they want to shop. You enter a store, there's a gold shop, there's a gold shop, there's a silver shop, there's a silver shop, there's a restaurant that all line up. You will choose which restaurant you want to eat in the same space. That's competition. Okay? So people are always, when you have competition, people are always looking to improve. Okay? When you have competition, people are always looking to improve themselves. But when there's no competition, people are complacent. People are static. They do not move because they don't feel threatened. Okay, and I said this over and over. When I came to this country, the largest telecommunication company in this country was Wamenco Cable. We had Annie Law then. Okay, we had AT&T. We had Motorola. We had what the other one? I don't remember, but it will come to mind. Okay, as time went on, other people came into the field. Samsung were not anywhere around. There was nothing called Samsung at the time. It came later. We had Nokia. Nokia was the leading cell phone company at the time. Where is Nokia? They lost the competition. They failed to innovate. In fact, 3 years ago, when Nokia was bought out, the CEO broke down and started crying and said to the workers, "You did not do anything wrong." But yet, they did something wrong. The CEO and his team, because the CEO is the visual bearer of the organization, that way they pay them big bucks. They have to be far-sighted. You must be innovative, okay? Because if you are CEO, strategic approach works for you. Research and development works for you. Logistics works for you. The manager, upper management works for you, okay? So your job is to innovate and project the nation's future. That means if you must find the talent that will project it, that will create it, it is your job. If not, you're out the door, okay? So Nokia failed to keep up with the competition or stay ahead of the competition. So it ended up filing bankruptcy. It ended up being bought out. BlackBerry, the same. Cases, BlackBerry, the same. I did not want to give him a BlackBerry. BlackBerry was my thing from like 1992, 94, all the way to about 3 years ago. I didn't want to give him my BlackBerry. I was a BlackBerry girl. I was not an iPhone girl. Samsung came later. Okay. Samsung too, when they took the platform, they built, because they thought going into the lab and recreate, They didn't want to reinvent the engine. So the winner here, they stole their idea, they built upon it, and customized it to them. They took them to court, they paid the difference, they continue with it. Samsung today is a competition to Apple. And Apple must keep ahead of Samsung, or Samsung must keep ahead of, how you call it, and keep adding new feature to the plan, making it better, or people will start shifting. So everywhere in the world that there's competition, there will be improvement. I give you a common example, Barnes & Noble and Border Books. Border Books were one of the largest bookstores, okay? A breakthrough organization, a bookstore in America. So when you talk about Border Books, you will see people who used to go sit to study, to do research, buy books, all right? Border Books refused to catch up with the time, the online, the digital time. They were left behind. As quickly as Barnes & Noble could, they created a Kindle where you download the books and you can read online. Those of us who were trying to go to grad school at the time and you can't get your book on time, you just pay for it, you download it, and you take it from there. Barnes & Noble, they stay around. They're online. Those days, there was nothing called Amazon. Amazon came into make buying. Listen, when you can innovate, when you can create product, you find the need for people and supply the need. When they go, what I'm talking about is creating competition. Okay? When you reserve and say there are other position that for men, there are other position that for man person, there are other position for girl person. What happened to qualification? What's your prerequisite? So then what's about the women, the female in the country? What's about the B people? What's about the Durham people? What's about the Mandingos? Are they not Nevadians? Are they not Liberians? There's a problem. There is a problem. Okay? That is a serious problem right there. Now, as I leave, I wanted to leave this message with young people in Liberia. There were some young people under my Thursday show insulting me. And they can't even insult me. And I'm not going to insult and say they were insulting your mother. I feel sorry for you. Whether you're young or you're old, the mere fact that you make a name and come honor a woman, an educator, a mother, a grandmother, a wife, to use invectives, to insult all over in the public space, it speaks to who you are. How sad you are. How so much help you need. I feel sorry for you. And I will continue to keep you in my prayers. I would say to young people, it don't matter who giving you. You have the responsibility. Guys, let me tell you something. If you come under my post even with a fake name and I want to find out who you are, I can find out who you are. I can find out who you register, who really you are, or your connection. And if I don't even have to ask somebody, I know based on what you share, who under you, who you're connected to. And if I want to go further, I can quite have somebody block that particular account. But I'm not going to do that. Young people, the violence in the country is too much. You know, all the kingdoms that we talk about in history, all the war for the kingdoms that were destroyed, it was destroyed either because of a female, mostly for, if these stories you believe them, Samson and Delilah, David and Bathsheba, Troy, Helen, and on and on and on and on. Even Moses. So, I will say to you, let's stay with the issue. The issue here is Papa Boaka cannot keep up with Liberia. The rescue team have brought no relief but to enrich themselves. It's been the year going to 2. We're almost in March. Actually, we're in March. Instead, there's no plan. They're playing it by ear. That's not the way it works. So, folks, I have said my piece. Please share the show, and please follow me on YouTube. Please. What I'm gonna do is I will I don't know why my ad is where you call it. So I'm gonna be here. So here I am. This is my YouTube. Please subscribe. As you know, Facebook does not stay on long anymore. Okay, I'm gonna fix this link. Please subscribe to my YouTube. All right, so we can continue to conversate. We appreciate it. Darius, please subscribe. My brother from Nigeria, my sister Wilbur, please subscribe. Sis Priscilla, the moment I get off, I will call you. Brother Emmanuel, please subscribe. We used to have a big YouTube page, but it was blocked because somebody one of the kids that I hired in Liberia decided he would take other people's stuff and just put it there. So it was blocked. So I have to start over. So please, I need to have at least 1,000 people subscribe. Okay. So that would be my next one. Please join me to subscribe. I want to say thank you. I want to play Quincy B. Quincy B is Quincy B was a Liberian artist, up and coming star, very powerful voice, handsome looking young man, and he died too soon. The name of Quincy B. Okay, he died too soon. Here it is. And tonight, I have no copyright to this music, but I will play everything that he did. It's present today. Everything that he talked about is present today. Everything that he talked about is present today. Okay. How we were. Okay. So give me 1 second. Again, I have no copyright to this music. It's just a tribute to him. Yesterday was his birthday. Quincy B, may your soul continue to rest in peace. And God bless you. Okay, so let me do this. There we go.
Yeah.
Hey, Brother Emmanuel, thank you for watching. We'll see you on Thursday night.
I love
Quincy B, may your soul rest in peace.
Day in our break, everybody on the hustle. Some people know like peace. They want some trouble. crime rates on the increase. The government can protect the people. Oh Lord, no justice for the poor. Yeah. Look the way we're living, we're treating one another unfair. Unfair. Look the way we're living, we're treating one another unfair. Look the way we're living. What's the hope for the future? What's the hope for the future? What's the hope for the future? The hope for the future. Yeah. We have everything in abundance, but we die and rot in greed. We pray, asking the Lord for another Moses, cause all we have is pharaohs. Yeah. In our suffering is what they're making business out. Yeah.
Yeah.
The rich get richer and the poor people suffer. Them promise say, them bring development and better education. Our lands are fertile, no food on the land. Our children, we're pushing into begging. Look the way we're living, we're treating one another.
Everything he said is present today. Nothing's changed. Even after he been gone all this time. Quincy B, you're visionary. Happy birthday, son. And may your soul continue to rest in peace. Thank you. Thank you for your voice. Thank you for your vision. Thank you. Wow. Lord have mercy. So I will say good night to all of you. All right. This was another episode of Second to Africa. Let's reimagine a new Africa. An Africa that is better, an Africa that is a collective thinker and also respect individuality or individualism. An Africa that reach over that not too many boundaries. That remember it was once one continent. That imperialist does not win. We must develop our children, play for them, create a better environment so our children can compete and have a place to stand in this global economy. Good night, everyone.